Without you, we don't have a show.
Interactive station, because Steiny and Guru is going to light up the lights.
Absolutely. And obviously, we're going to give you our opinions. We want to hear your opinions. We want to get the pulse of the people here in the Bay Area. They put up a graphic yesterday, the fastest players to 400 catches in 49er history. And Kittle was like right there, Jerry Rice and Roger Craig, and like my jaw dropped. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's impressive what he's doing as a 49er. By the way, I saw this one too, since you brought up George Kittle. Finished the game with 3 catches, 30 yards. With 3 receptions, he now has 401 receptions in 84 career games, marking the 4th fewest amount of games by an NFL tight end to reach 400 career receptions since at least 1970. Kellen Winslow did it in 72 games for the San Diego Chargers. Travis Kelce for the Chiefs in 78 games, and Jimmy Graham in 81. Think about that.
84 games it took him. I still can't believe that.
With all the different quarterbacks. With all the different quarterbacks he's had. And he will get his this season. You better believe it. He will get his. 888-957-9570. By the way, some breaking news from Colorado. Travis Hunter is going to be out 3 weeks.
He got cheap shotted down the sideline. I thought that was that entire game. We're getting into the Niners, but later on this week, that entire game, Colorado State was headhunting.
No, it's.
I thought it was really bad.
It was. Jay Norvell had the boys hit, and you know what? It was feisty. It was physical.
It was a great game.
It was a great game, but Travis Hunter's not going to be able to play against Oregon and USC.
And he looked compromised early and often in that game. After that hit down the sideline, he wasn't the same.
It's a big blow for Colorado.
And then he came out, and then Shedeur was talking about him like that's his brother, and he felt bad for him.
Yeah.
And man.
Let's go to the lines, man. 888-957-9570. Antonio in Oakland. My man, Antonio, what's happening?
Oh, man, I knew we were going to win, man. Like, we beat on that team. And I know people talking about Brock Purdy's overthrows. And don't get me wrong, I wish you would have connected because Debo and Ayuk, they both shook those corners, man, right at their socks. And it was beautiful. But at the end of the day, we won. He's not turning the ball over. And I think the most underrated thing yesterday was Dwan Jennings, those 2 big catches he had downfield. Those were accurate throws by Purdy. And when I knew we were going to win, though, for sure, that's when Fred Warner had that 3rd down sack up by 3. Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to turn. So, yeah, man, I can't wait to be there on Thursday, and I hope I see you guys there.
Absolutely, Antonio. I'll see you there dancing at the tailgates. That's the crazy part. Like, they're winning these games. They're setting records. They own the Rams. We've got a damn good football team in our head. Like, you imagine I just watched Evan Giddies walk in. Think about his mood walking into the station today. He's a Charger fan. He's got Justin Herbert. He's got Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. He's got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack.
Derwin
James.
Austin Eckler.
Murray blitzing up the middle. And they're 0-2. 0-2 with no hope. Knowing, we don't have a shot to win in the AFC. We don't have a shot within our own division. Niner fans, you could be that. We've got it good out here in San Francisco. We've got it good with Brock Purdy and Deebo Samuel and Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Shanahan. Well, that's one thing we haven't done today. We talked a lot about Purdy, 888-957-9570. I want to get your thoughts on Purdy's performance. We'll get back to the lines in just a second. But what about Shanahan's coaching so far through 2 weeks?
That felt like a very big-time game for him. Not playoff. Playoff's different, obviously. Him and McVay, you think he wanted that game? You think McVay wanted that game?
No doubt.
Like every missed opportunity, you could feel it through the television that Shanahan was frustrated. And I felt like he called that game like it was a do or die game. Like he knew that game was worth more than just one win in the win column. And I think that's why he was so frustrated when Purdy did miss those 2 throws. Like you could feel it. And I don't think it was like, oh my God, Brock's not the guy. It was, oh my God, this game is big and we got to have that moment.
Right.
And you have to hit that shot. That guy was wide open. I dialed it up and he's open.
Dude, I'm seeing back-to-back texts. Shetty was in his bag.
He was in his bag.
Shetty was in his bag. His decision to have Jake Moody kick a 57-yard kick, 57-yard field goal.
Worked out pretty well.
Worked out pretty well. Second longest field goal made in 49ers franchise history. Jake Moody, a rookie. You better believe he's going to get a 60-yarder at some point. His decision to go for it at the end of the half. Say, Brock Purdy, go ahead and sneak it. Let's get this touchdown going to halftime.
I thought to me, you're omitting the very first drive was clinical.
Oh, it was.
Clinical. I mean, they went right down the field like a hot knife through butter.
Right. Back-to-back weeks.
I know.
Back-to-back weeks.
I think I have it written here because Evan Giddings put it out there about what they've done in the first couple of weeks. Here you go. First 2 opening drives of 2023. Pittsburgh, 7 plays, 54 yards, and a touchdown. LA Rams, 11 plays, 75 yards, and a touchdown. From Evan Giddings, who's going to be on the midday today, SF's offense is a machine. He ain't lying.
Hey, and they ran a lot of clock.
Yes.
A lot of clock off that. So this is a Monster Monday brought to you by First 5 California. To learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress, go to first5california.com. What would Shanahan's grade be for yesterday?
A-.
I don't have any complaints about his game plan. Yes, maybe I know we nitpicked maybe at the end of the game.
The running situation at the end, no doubt. But that's being very fine-tooth comb to me.
I thought Shanahan had a nice game.
He had a really good game.
So far, so good for him. Let's go to Sean in Oakland. Sean, what's happening? You're on the roast.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Man, like you said, man, y'all got it good over there in the Niners side because I don't understand that. Y'all got a good quarterback. You got a hell of a quarterback. And everybody keep talking about he missing these passes and missing these throws and everything. But at the end of the day, the man came from an injury last year. And at the same time, what if he didn't get injured? Y'all would have been talking about probably Super Bowls back then last year. So let's get off the man's back.
I'm with you.
You got a good thing going on there. At least you ain't doing what we doing over here in so-called Las Vegas with the Raiders.
Oh, you're a Raider fan.
That's happening.
Can I ask you something? How's the Jimmy Garoppolo experience been so far?
The whole Brock Purdy thing?
No, the Jimmy Garoppolo experience.
It's still the same old thing. Same old recycled. I'm almost cussed, but it's the same old recycled thing going on with this man.
Hey, listen.
He hasn't shown any type of consistency at all. I don't understand why this man, he's really just getting off on being the backup of Tom Brady. That's pretty much how he getting these jobs. Because he haven't really proven anything to me all these years. He hasn't proved to be a winner. He hasn't proved to be a leader. So I don't understand what's going on. It's like the same mess that we had with Jamarcus Russell back in the day. Like everybody thought he was the next thing coming. And look what that happened. So we had a whole lot of mess going on over here on the Raiders side. So y'all Niner fans, just be happy and jubilous of what's going on right now.
No doubt.
I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
Sean, great call. And he said he almost made him curse. Well, we went through that over the last 3 years. And he must do a lot of other things, too. May drink harder watching Jimmy Garoppolo. Big Dog City went to Buffalo and Candace and Baby Jelly. He had to sit there and watch that. Good Lord. Oh, my gosh. Lori said something here in the chat that I want to bring up. Lori Matthews. Shout out to Lori in Phoenix. Absolutely putting up 30 points a week and winning, and people are crying. Well, those are the people that will never be happy. I can guarantee you, those are the same people that if the Niners win a Super Bowl, they'll find something to nitpick. Well, yeah, we won a Super Bowl. They'll find
should have went undefeated.
Yeah. Well, they made it closer, and I don't know. They should have blown them out. Just those type of people will never be pleased.
Well, they should have cashed in 2015 when they had a home Super Bowl.
Well, about time they got their 6.
About time they got their 6.
These people. I walked out of that game thinking, boy, Brock Purdy. I don't feel stressed when the ball's in his hands.
No, he looked great.
I feel good where Debo's at.
I just think we're making way too much of a couple missed throws. Right. Yes, they're going to have to hit those later on. They were in control of that game. It had moments where it was too tense and for my liking.
No doubt.
But that's divisional games.
And the offense carried the defense in the first half. Picked up the defense in the second half, picked it up, and the offense was able to win that game going away. Let's go. Luis in Maryville, 888-957-9570. Line them up. Luis, what's happening?
Hey, good morning, guys. I just wanted to say, I'm not old enough that I didn't grow up in the Steve Young or Joe Montana era. So I grew up in the early 2000s, and I know you guys remember all those quarterbacks we had, like J.T. O'Sullivan, other than like the couple sparks that Jeff Garcia gave us. I want to say that early era of Colin Kaepernick, you guys remember all the excitement we had? Like,
of course.
49ers fans, like, you never got nervous. You never thought, like, you were going to lose a game. I feel like that's how it is right now with Brock Purdy. I feel like with Jimmy G, with Trey Lance, whenever, like, they were on the field, you always have this, like, anxiety, like, oh, man, is something going to go wrong? But I feel like with Brock, he's so, like, persistent. He's so in the zone that it's, like, it's so smooth when you watch it. It's like it's like artwork out there almost.
Wow. He's painting a Picasso, according to Luis. I'm not mad at his excitement.
I don't
I'm
have
not
an
gonna tip him
artistic
down.
eye. I wouldn't be able to know the difference between a real Picasso and a fake Picasso. But I do know this. He looked great yesterday
Right.
in terms of just the poise and the moxie, right? And you're going to have days where you're just a little off or whatever. I think the bigger thing is he didn't allow Aaron Donald to affect him at all.
No doubt.
There's a lot of quarterbacks like Geno Smith who allow the pressure of Aaron Donald to completely rattle them.
I didn't hear the loudspeaker mention number 99 one time. Tuckle Me by Aaron Donald.
Early in the game, he got close to Brock as he was throwing. I think it was on the 3rd and 7 to Ayuk. But other than that, it wasn't. Yeah, they did a great job holding him check. I'm telling you, we haven't said it yet. I know that Trent Williams gets a ton of credit. Aaron Banks looks good.
Hear what McCaffrey said about him. McCaffrey's like, Aaron Banks is special.
Really?
He said he's special. It's offensive line. Anybody concerned about that yet?
Well, the right side isn't great.
Right side's getting better.
The right side isn't
They're
great.
getting better.
I don't want to lie to you.
They're getting better. They're getting better. And I'm with you, 480. We complained on the Xfinity Mobile text line. We complained about missed deep balls that weren't the first or second read from a quarterback coming off of elbow surgery in the second year. And look, he's got to hit those plays. I believe he will. But overall, he made the right read, and he didn't turn the ball over. And if we have PTSD about Jimmy Garoppolo, well, the PTSD comes from the Jimmy O'No throwing the pick. The interception that you were going to get.
The most